My name is Grzegorz Bulaj, or Greg Bulaj, and I'm a faculty here in the College of Pharmacy. I'm Associate Professor of Medicinal Chemistry, and I have been working here in the college since 2005. It was pretty apparent to me from the very beginning that there's a unique opportunity to bridge my research interests, which is combining music as a therapy for a number of different medical conditions, and to bridge that research interests with the real-life experience, real-life education, and real-life service project for people with cancer in this particular case. So it was very immediately apparent to me that this is a very unique opportunity. So what connections I have with this specific project is that my research is focused on bridging what we call non-pharmacological therapies, modalities, and music is just one of them, with pharmacotherapies, so drug-based therapies. And so one of the projects that I had before I met Benyon Scholar was creating this unique video game for children with cancer who undergo chemotherapy. Then another project that was related to that to this area of research was the high school student who worked in my lab on using the music streaming as the medical adjunct digital treatment for depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorders. So as you can see, there have been overlap between my research interests within the music, digital interventions, chronic medical conditions, and then the Benyon Scholar who approached me and asked whether we could create the project of the music interventions in the Hope Lodge for patients who undergo chemotherapy. How was I involved in the project planning and implementation? It was like a two-step project, in fact, because when Arushi, the Benyon Scholar, approached me, we were talking about just a regular project and implementation of this music program in a Hope Lodge. And then the pandemic started. So the first step was we planned everything together, and I actually provided her with a lot of research background and asked her to do a lot of research on her own and educate to better understand the impact of her program on the medical conditions. And that's what she did initially. And then when we were planning how to implement that program, then the pandemic started. So we had to totally redo our planning and implementation throughout the pandemic, which was, of course, one of the most extreme challenges we both faced at that time. Working with Arushi was an amazing experience, and she, from the very beginning, she was very organized. She was very self-motivated. And what really was very inspiring for me was seeing how she was leading the project and navigating the project throughout the pandemic. That was really remarkable experience. Initially, when we were planning this project, I provided her with, actually overwhelmed her perhaps, with the research literature on this subject. So she had a better understanding of why her project can impact not only the quality of life for people with cancer who undergo chemotherapy, but also impact their specific medical conditions like pain, for example, or depressive symptoms. Why other faculty should become mentors for Benyon Scholars is that like in my case, this was my first time I was a faculty mentor, and I discovered that there is this very unique opportunity to bridge our research interests with the real-life education and experience. And so it's just translating our research into the communities to improve our communities, to improve lives of individual people. That's something that, while actually combining this with education, That is a very unique program, and I believe every faculty mentor will benefit from becoming the faculty mentor for the Bennion Scholar. What advice I would give Bennion Scholars when working with faculty mentors? I would say not to be afraid to push themselves as well as the faculty mentor and community partner way outside the comfort zone. This is like your opportunity to make a big difference, and people listen to you, and you have full support and resources. And that's probably a very unique way to create something totally new while still being in school, getting the college education. So my key advice is don't be afraid to be outside the comfort zone and to push faculty mentor and to push community partner outside their comfort zones as well.